Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Coming up on Newsbreak today. One reason you really want to live in Tasmania. Scarlett Johansson sues Disney. And Jodie Whittaker says she's leaving Doctor Who. But before we get started, why don't you hit subscribe? Tasmania. It's famously beautiful, cold, and not physically attached to mainland Australia. But a new study's found it's also one of the 5 best places in the world to live if everything got really, really bad. Like zombie apocalypse bad. Here's Joe.
Hey, are you sitting on an empty block of land where your house used to be before it was destroyed by a meteor?
Are the zombies surrounding the tiny room that you're trapped in starting to annoy you? Hey! Well, have I got the destination for you?
Yep, according to a study from the Global Sustainability Institute in the UK, Tasmania is the place to be. Researchers worked out that the island state is one of just 5 places around the world that are an ideal destination in the event of a global collapse. Or, in short, a disaster that would wipe out a lot of the things we need to live. The other places on the list are the UK, Ireland, Iceland, and New Zealand. The locations were judged based on their ability to grow their own food, protect their borders, and maintain electricity supply and some manufacturing. And Tasmania ticks all those boxes. It's got high-quality agricultural land, a hydroelectric energy system, and it's an island, so protecting its borders would be easy. Although it's not likely that a meteor will come crashing down anytime soon, or that zombies will take over the world.
But if they do, you know where to go.
Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over the streaming release of her movie Black Widow. Apparently, it was supposed to go exclusively to theatres, and it didn't. Her potential earnings were tied to the box office performance of the film, and she says she missed out on a chunk of that because streaming sales meant fewer people were buying tickets. Disney says it's done nothing wrong, and the movie had already been delayed a year because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Jodie Whittaker has announced she's leaving her role as the Doctor in Doctor Who. She was the first woman to play the Doctor in the show's history and will finish up next year. Now we're going to meet a 10-year-old chess master with an amazing story. Tani first picked up chess in a homeless shelter in New York after his family fled as refugees from Nigeria.
This is Tani Adewumi. At 10 years old, he's a chess wizard.
Knight to h3.
Oops, wrong wizard. When Tani was 6, he and his family fled violence in Nigeria and arrived in the United States. They spent some time living in a homeless shelter, which is where Tani first started learning chess.
There was nothing else to do, so I was just like, why not go for it?
He did. He now spends 10 hours a day practicing, and he loves the game.
Because anything can happen at any given moment.
He's since won heaps of tournaments and has already become a national chess master in the US. His story has even been documented in a novel and a kid's book.
Here is the kids. You cannot forget about the kids. So this is Tani's new home.
There's also a movie in the works after Paramount Pictures bought the rights. But his ultimate dream is to become the youngest ever Grand Chess Master.
Hey, how's it going? Could I just get a flat white, thanks? Yeah, no worries. Would you like that in a small, medium, or large? Yes. I beg your pardon? Yes. Starting with something small, a newborn panda in China has weighed in at a whopping 249 grams. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but it's believed to be the heaviest captive bred panda cub in the world. Now to a medium-sized object. Well, depending on how you look at it. This is a massive Lego car, or a regular-sized car made out of Lego. It's made up of nearly 95,000 bricks. Here's a limousine for comparison. Okay, that doesn't really help. And finally, something large. It's the head of famous Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh and stands 28 meters tall. A special Van Gogh exhibit is making its debut in Toronto, Canada. And what better way to get everyone hyped than to float a massive decapitated head above the city skyline?
I am a little bit nervous. I hope I survive.
That's reassuring. So is that a medium? Yes. Got it.